kind of just want to talk to you today about relationships. I'm not an expert. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a therapist, but I am a real person that wants real answers and have real opinions about different situations that happen in relationships that sometimes you can't go to your friends to ask for, or you can't go to your family to ask for, so you find yourself battling with it all alone. And that's not always a good thing. Like, you don't have to always get someone else's opinion on something, but you should always try to talk about what you feel or how you feel, because I don't think there's anything worse than a person that has feelings that are bottled up and cannot be released. The pressure is going to make you explode, and when you explode, I doubt that. I'm a little, I don't know. I just don't understand, I guess, the real meaning of a relationship anymore. And maybe it's because of how I was brought up, or maybe the time that I was brought up. I'm not quite sure, but I just feel like my generation, the generation under me, maybe even the generation before me, we almost have no clue on what a real relationship, stability in a relationship, love in a relationship, trust in a relationship, what it really means. Yeah, we are grown. Yeah, we have common sense. Yeah, we have like the main facts of what a relationship should be like. But when you really think about it, was our was your parents before you in stable relationships? Was the generation before your parents in a stable relationship? Have you ever seen a stable relationship to really know what even being stable consists of? I mean, I grew up in a single family home. I don't know who my dad is. My mom knows him. My mom tells me that I left him about, the last time I saw him, I was about 2 or 3 years old. I have no recollection. I don't remember him. I don't know him. If he walked past me down the street right now, I will walk past him like a stranger. I don't have no clue what this man looks like. But everybody tells me I look like him. My family tells me I look like him. And I think, how do they have the pleasure of knowing what my father looked like and I don't? That's unfair. That's not right. But that's how society is. That's the world that we live in today. And I'm sorry, I get emotional when I talk about things like that. That's why I have my tissue paper. So if you see me like dabbing my eyes or wiping my nose, it's just because the conversation has got the best of me. So sorry about that in advance. But it just saddens me. And it just saddens me that I feel like every other child that grows up into today's society is going to go through the same thing. Either be in broken homes, or parents that completely dislike each other. One parent is incarcerated. One hardworking mom that barely ever sees her child or her children. This is the society we grow up in today. But you base it off of your values, of your religion, of your family, of your culture. You base your foundation off these things. If you don't have God, I think you don't have anything. Christ is the foundation. I don't want to get into religion today, but trust me, that's definitely a whole nother video. But I just feel like we have lost base, we have lost touch of what God really intended for his people. And it's sad because he is not even visible today in the United States of America. He has completely vanished. We don't even accept him in our school buildings. They're trying to just completely wipe away God From
Christ is
everything
nowhere
that
to
we
be
have.
found.
And that's why we're falling. God is unhappy with us people. He is unhappy. And until you find him, our relationships will keep struggling. Our families will keep being broken. Our children will keep continuing this cycle. This indefinite cycle. Like my son, okay, my 2-year-old son, the last thing I want him to see is his mom and dad not together. I know my daughter's gonna love. I just really want my son to love. My son deserves love, and my son has to learn what it is like to treat a woman or how to treat a woman. And he's only going to get that if he sees his mom being treated right, and if he sees how his dad is treating his mom. I mean, we raise our kids, but we're not the only one raising our kids. Society raises them too. And I personally think they have the bigger influence than the household because they're in society more than they're home. You understand? When the parents go to work, your child sees his teacher and his friends more than he sees his parents when he comes home and it's time for bed. I just want us to get back to what it used to be. I don't think it's going to ever get back there. But if we could take just like an ounce of what they had and incorporate that into our lives, I think we'll be okay. Like, I think we will at least have some kind of understanding on what relationships really are. And it'll last a little bit longer. The divorce rate is way too high today. Why are so many people getting divorced? What is going on in relationships? What are going on in marriages? Why are we losing focus? And I say this because it's hitting home. Believe it or not, it's hitting me harder than it's ever hit me. And I sit home and I think of theories and philosophies and things that just make sense. But then when it hit here, none of that makes sense. I'm still struggling. I'm still trying to find out what it really means. There's a song that I'm going to sing, and it goes sometimes I love her, sometimes I love her now, but I ain't letting her go, 'cause she's all I got. Although she nags me and complains a lot,